Hello dear students, today's science lesson is about the levels of organization. But before we start, I want you please to the materials that you're going to need for today are at the end of this video, you will be able to identify the different levels of organization in living things, define the tissue, organ, system, and organisms, and give examples. And now let's start. Do you know what do we need to construct a building? The first material or the smallest material that we need is the block. A group of similar blocks with each other will form a wall. Group of walls with each other will form a room. Group of rooms together will form a floor. Group of floors above each other will form a building. And that's how we construct a building from the beginning, from the lowest level till we reach a building. So the levels of organization in the building starts from the block, which is the lowest level of organization. A group of similar blocks will give us a wall. A group of walls will give us a room. Many rooms will form a floor. Many floors will finally give us a building, which is the highest level of organization. Do you know that the building resembles our human body? But do you know how? As a building, the human body has also levels of organization. But do you know how is a human body formed? And what is the smallest unit in a human body? I think you know the answer for the second question. The smallest unit in the human body is the cell. But a group of cells will form what? Let's see. In order to answer these questions, I want you please to open your booklet on worksheet 2 and read part A, the following paragraph. Pause the video, read the paragraph more than once. And this glossary might help you understand the paragraph more. So, the cell is the smallest structural unit of life. Example, the heart cell. The cell in a human body resembles the block in a building. A tissue is a group of similar cells that work together. Example, muscle tissue. The tissue in a human body resembles the wall in a building. And now the organ, it is a group of different tissues that work together. An example is the heart. The organ in a human body resembles the room in a building. And now the system. It is a group of different organs that have different but complementary functions. And by complementary, we mean that they complete the role or job of each other. And an example on this will be the circulatory system. The system in a human body resembles the floor in a building. Now let's list the levels of organization of the previous example, starting with the lowest level of organization, which is the cell, and here it's the heart cell. A group of heart cells will give us a tissue, specifically a muscle tissue. Different tissues will form an organ, and here it is the heart. The heart, together with other organs, will form the system, specifically the circulatory system. As a conclusion, animals or humans start from a cell. Then a group of similar cells will form a tissue. A group of different tissues will form an organ. A group of different organs will form a system. And finally, a group of different systems working with each other will form an organism. And now, as a homework, you're going to solve worksheet 2 using a pencil, then correct it referring to the answer key. You're going to copy the following terms on your copybook 5 times, and they are the cell, tissue, organ, system, and organism. This is the end of our lesson. Thank you for your attention.